have a battery for that one too, but I don't know if we should change it. It's like halfway.
I see it.
That's one of the bad things about having cameras. The batteries don't last as long as you want them to.
Do you have the ability to plug them in? Because, like with a lithium battery?
You do, but if
I've got a lithium battery.
Well, okay. Look at you with all your fancy stuff.
You're the one with complaints.
You gotta come prepared.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, when you're in the technical field and you're speaking and you're doing things like that, you gotta come with the stuff.
Right.
You can't depend on everybody.
That bad boy.
This
end. Okay, we'll plug it in here. See what happens. It says it's charging.
What is happening?
Let's go.
Let's go.
This is now recording. Let's take 2. 1, 2, ready, go. Look at you. You got to figure it out. I love it. All right, we'll go ahead and get this bad boy started. We are on take number 2. We made it to Pella. What a neat airport that was, huh?
It was an amazing airport. The Drew and Solly, love you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for picking us up in that awesome club car and chauffeuring us around. Also, what a wonderful, I called it high rent.
High rent, yeah, luxury Pella FBO there.
Yeah, it was very luxury.
Super
it was
nice.
Like inside, it's like leather couches, and boy, that was bougie, you know.
Bougie, it's
so bougie for.
It's definitely a little bling for an airport, I think.
Well, especially and you wouldn't expect that here in Pella. So Pella is known for every year they do a thing called Tulip Festival.
Tulip Festival, and what happens is the whole town has been decorated with tulips. So at a certain time in a certain weekend.
Is it a week or weekend?
It's been years and years and years since I've been to it.
Okay, so I think it's just a weekend, but everybody descends upon Pella and does the Tulip Festival.
Get the clogs with the feet,
the
wooden shoes,
and and it's all very Dutch type themed. They've got the windmills, the wood windmills in town, and they do the Dutch letters and the pastries and all that kind of stuff. Very a Dutch themed town, and they do it every year, and it's a very popular thing, and half of Iowa probably shows up to it. Everybody does it because
it is a huge thing.
It's a huge thing.
I got to take Shay to it again because we haven't been there.
Yeah, it's a big thing here in Iowa, and Pella is where we're at, and that's where it is, and so pretty cool. I'm parked right next to a Diamond. You don't see too many of those out there, and in a King Air. So we are the low rent plane in a high rent airport. So, but nonetheless,
low rent. Don't talk about yourself like that.
Well, I'm telling you, I sit next to these guys. I'm like, man, wouldn't it be awesome to have that King Air?
Oh man, that thing, that is a pretty plane right there.
Oh, and the speed and
the a lot of responsibility behind a plane like that.
Right. Well, we'll go ahead and get this thing fired up. Fuel pressure's coming up. Mixture's in. We don't have to pump it very much, but I just pumped it once, and we'll clip up. Clip up. There we are.
We are lit up.
We are 1,000 RPMs. We'll go ahead and get this thing started up. More. And you can open this up if you want to get some air.
All right.
These little clips right here, by the way, $30 a piece.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Aviation. Just add a zero. Just add a zero.
Because aviation.
Yeah, because aviation.
Because aviation.
So we're going to do flight plan here. We're going to reverse this flight plan, KPEA to KAMW. We'll listen to the weather while we're here.
Wind 160 at 11. Visibility 10. Clear. Below 12,000. Temperature 16 Celsius. Dew point 5. Altimeter 3010.
That's money. 160 right down.
And it's only 11. It actually went down.
Yeah, so pretty awesome. I love it.
It's a back taxi situation here at Pella. Means that they've got one runway.
One runway, no taxiway.
No taxiway.
No.
So you got to own the runway for a long time before they're allowed to land. They're just going to close these $30 latches here.
$90 altogether.
$90. I feel like my hands just touched some money there.
Yeah, well, I broke one. You can see how this one's like white and compared to the yellow ones, and so I bought 3 of them.
Did you not know that they were $30? Why did you break it?
Well, it just was brittle and weak. You know, those plastic parts, they tend to break from time to time, so that's what happened. So
I've got nobody on our list at the moment, but definitely
listen to the radio.
Yeah.
So we'll get up here, we'll stop, and we'll listen for a little bit and kind of give people the option to speak up, and we'll let them know what we're doing as well. So that way, let's get the rotating beacon on, and we'll get the nav lights on. Got nobody up in the sky.
No, and I'm clear.
That bad thing is the pattern's behind us.
Yeah,
so, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're showing clear. I've got one flight that is 30,000 feet right there, so I don't think we got to worry about that guy.
Unless he's emergency landing.
Yeah, that's
pretty hot.
It tends to be the thing these days.
Yeah, right? All right.
Coming in pretty
Pella traffic, Mooney 875 is going to back taxi runway 16, Pella.
You got to start saying Pella Mooney 875 Iowa Mooney pilot.
Yeah.
And then, you know, because it's call sign, right? I mean,
yeah, it's self-promotion that way, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Self-promotion. So we got some more stories fished out of Gabe here.
Dude, that's not even the tip of the iceberg. What I'm about to tell you.
Yeah, well, it's funny that you know it's awesome that you made it back to Ames and you didn't have any major incidents and you learned from it. And the good thing about incidents like that is that we all get to learn from it, especially when you discuss it.
Yeah.
Because it's not just you learning, but now it's everybody else that has a chance to learn about it too.
That's right.
So it's important that when we do make mistakes that we at least talk about it and say, hey, this is what I did. And I've made tons of mistakes in aviation. I did a video once where I flew up to 18,000 feet in this thing, and I was talking about oxygen requirements. And what I understood to be oxygen requirements is all you have to do is be above 10,000 feet for more than a half hour. Then you have to go on oxygen, right? Well, I went straight up to 18,000 and came back down. I was like 26 minutes. I didn't.
It's only 30 minutes up to 15,000.
Yeah, well, you're required to be on it after 14,000, and it's continuous, and I didn't know that. So I had to eliminate that video because I found out the hard way, because the biggest critics are the ones on YouTube going, hey, you did this wrong, you did that wrong. And, of course, we all make mistakes, and I'm okay. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So I took it down, and then I did another video. And the second video I did, I talked about all of the correct stuff that was going on with it. So
yeah, and it became a learning thing, and then it became something that people can actually be educated from,
right?
And through your experience,
right? So I do have an oxygen tank in the back, and it's there in case I need to use it. It needs to get high and fly long ways or what have you. But I have learned my lesson, and I'm a better person better aviator because of it. So
hey, I'm an oxygen kind of guy. So
I think we all are.
I bet we all are.
I think we all are. We have to be oxygen guys. So, all right. We'll do a quick run up right here. All right, well, I'm clear. Nothing's on the radio, nothing's on the ground.
I've got clear around us via our doodad here. So.
Okay, we're good. Pella traffic, Mooney 875, departing runway 16, going to stay in the pattern, then depart to the northwest. Pella.
I actually think this is right traffic.
Is it right traffic?
Hang on, just double check real quick. Oh, okay.
That one guy was on left traffic when we were coming in, though.
No, it's left.
Yeah, he was coming in on left traffic.
I stand corrected.
So that's why I said left, because the guy he said we're going to come in after the Mooney. So, all right, flaps are good. Flight control is free and correct. Ready to roll?
I'm ready to roll.
All right, here we go. We got the 16 out in front of us. There's full power. And there's 60 already.
Engine gauges look good.
Yep. There's 75, and we're off. They're like 500 feet. There's 1,000 foot markers. That's insane.
That's a direct headwind right there.
Yeah. And gear. What a neat airport that was. Thank you for suggesting that. You know, and I get to knock it off of my Fly Iowa Challenge stuff, which is pretty awesome. So
I had a goal, and it was to be valuable.
You're valuable.
135.6 for Cherokee 5 Kilo Hotel. Good day. Thank you.
What is he talking to?
Not us. I think that came from space.
Yeah, he's switching frequencies. Got a golf course down there.
I just get post-traumatic stress disorder when I see golf courses now.
Well, at least there's a place you can.
Good morning. Approach Cherokee 255 Kilo Hotel. The level 6,500.
It's good morning approach. This is Pella Municipal 122.8.
3019er for 5 Kilo Hotel.
Who are they talking to?
He's probably on a simulator at home.
Pella traffic, Moody 875 is on the downwind from runway 16. Pella.
Pella traffic, Diamond 6 Bravo Bravo, back taxi 16 Pella.
I see him.
Yep, I got him. Just out of curiosity, that Diamond you have, what's the cruise on that?
Typically 140, low 140s, mid 140s.
And the fuel burn, what's the fuel burn?
Yeah, it depends on what your cruise is, but anywhere from about 9 to 12.
Fantastic. Well, it was pretty plain, and we were grateful to be able to be parked next to it.
Well, you're welcome to park next to it anytime you like.
You have to check this out. I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel. It's the Iowa Mooney Pilot. Check it out.
Okay, I'll have to try to remember to find that.
Yeah, I fly a Mooney. I'm the Iowa guy. Iowa Mooney Pilot. It's pretty easy. Out of Ames.
Bird. I've always liked
Bird.
I got him. All right, I'm going to put my goggles on.
Goggles going on.
Yep. Got
controls.
Okay. Goggles on. All right. I got him.
Yeah, controls.
All right, we're going to go direct.
Think we captured that?
Yes. From the top camera.
Oh. You guys, we almost just kissed a
Are you
bird.
doing pattern there, Mooney?
Negative. We're flying back to Ames. Just getting ready to announce that.
Newton traffic, medevac helicopter 1 Echo Delta is about 10 miles west. We're descending through 2000, landing at Skiff Medical Center, Newton.
So we'll go back to 4,500. How about that?
That looks good to me.
Yeah, so we're already up 3,300 right now, so. 318. And winds in 132.025. You know what? Whenever you get, you start to get proficient at this, this flying just instruments and not being able, you get really comfortable with it, where you can bounce around and be thinking about the next steps.
Oh,
right?
sure.
And you don't get so hung up on nerves and like, oh my gosh, and really focusing on and zoning in on instruments. You do scans and you look at something and immediately recognize this is where you need to be or what you need to be doing.
Yep.
So, which is really cool.
Yeah, part of our training is to scan these instruments and not stare at
Bravo
them.
Bravo, departing runway 16 Pella.
Pella traffic, Cherokee 38190, holding short. Pella traffic.
My daughter just called me.
Where were you at, Cherokee? We're full short runway. You go ahead. Okay, thanks. We'll get out of your way quick. That boy is right. I do like them diamonds. Ain't flown one since 17.
A bunch of dudes flying planes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Diamond's popular today.
Kind of sounds that way.
Yeah. Pella traffic, Mooney 875's 3 miles to the northwest. Departing to the northwest, this will be my final call. Pella, you guys take care.
See ya, thank you.
Well, this is easy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm going to set up a procedure for...
We're going to do 1-3 or 1-9. Well, I guess we can listen to the weather, right? See what the winds are doing?
Yeah, it's still saying 19 is our guy.
Okay. No, we're going to listen to it later. It's a little squawky. Still saying 19?
For now. Yep.
So, Mukzu.
Mukzu,
Or are we going to do vectors again?
No, we'll do vectors.
Okay.
Just for save a little bit of time here.
All right.
Already 15 minutes past my landing time.
Oh, really?
We're good.
We need to go.
I'm having too much fun. I don't care.
Okay. Well, I don't want you to be late. I don't want your son to be like, Dad.
Yeah, he's going to disown me as his dad.
Yeah. Dad, you screwed me over.
You screwed me over.
Yeah. So I got a question. Your son, how old is he?
He is 23.
23. And lives in Ames.
Yep. Graduating this year, psychology. Going to be going down to Oklahoma for his doctorate.
Okay.
In August, we've got a big old move happening. And he will be my last son to graduate in Iowa.
Uh-huh.
And then Oklahoma for the next 5 years, probably, maybe 3 to 5 years, something like that.
Yeah, getting his doctorate. So, smart kid.
Yeah, he is.
Got to be proud.
I'm incredibly proud, but not because of his college, but because of what our family's gone through and how he's come on top of that.
That's awesome.
All of us have.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, adversity tends to build things up sometimes.
I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, and when you go through adversity, oftentimes, I as a young man, I went through a ton of adversity. I don't mean like young man. I mean like a young adult. You know.
Yeah.
There was a time in my life where I couldn't rub two nickels together, and
I think you and I got a lot more in common than you know.
Yeah, well, and I tell you what, I couldn't rub two nickels together, and it was tough. It was a tough way to live.
Yep.
And living paycheck to paycheck, and sacrificing everything you had for your family and for your kids, and driving the beaters and just doing whatever you can to survive. It was a hard process, but through all that, I'm a better person because of it, because I ended up learning a lot about not only my own finances, but my
Ames traffic, Lance 2185 Golf is 3 miles north, and we're going to be overflying the field and then making our turn out to the east for the teardrop entry into the left downwind 19 Ames.
I think he just confused everybody.
Like we're trying to follow his track in our mind.
He's like, I'm going to do this, and go here, and then I'm going to do a loopy-loop, and
circle around.
Yeah, because it was a figure 8. So next time, simplify it. So anyway, I ended up learning a lot about my own finances and how life really works, and realizes that living in the world is not as important. As you think. Society today will tell you that these young kids are like, oh, you gotta drive a Corvette at age 22 or 23, and you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this. And so a lot of these kids, they end up making mistakes, and they ended up punishing themselves in the future because financially they have buried themselves. And I learned the hard way. But grateful to have a wife who, when we were dating, our date nights consisted of popcorn and a Blockbuster. Remember Blockbuster movies?
I worked there.
Oh, did you? Yeah. So Blockbuster movies, we would get a Blockbuster movie and get popcorn. That was our date nights. And she didn't need me because I had nothing. She wanted me, and she believed in me, and together we were able to do really good things and be able to. And I'm blessed to have her, My wife is my best friend, and couldn't imagine my world without her. And I had many failed relationships before that point, but it's I don't want to say failed, because again, it's not winners and losers, it's winners and learners. But I learned a lot through those relationships. So the heartbreak that you feel, it's all part of life, part of the process. So.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're given this one mortality, and we're tested all the time. Tested, constantly tested. And we grow from that. So one of the things my mind goes 12 different places at once, and then I got to talk about this. This says at bus volts? Yeah, 14.0. My very first flight in this plane. So I had Glenn with me, because I had to do transition training. We took off. All my stuff started dying because my alternator went out. Very first flight. So we had to circle back around, land, put the plane away, had to go out and get a new alternator.
$30.
Yeah, it was $30. Everything's so cheap. Yeah, it killed me.
Traffic. Left 285 Golf is in that teardrop, and we'll be entering the midfield downwind. Left downwind for runway 19er midfield.
We're going to do RNAV vectors, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And we'll activate it when we're ready.
Okay.
Area traffic 2771 Lima is 3 miles to the east inbound for right traffic, or left traffic for 17 Marion.
That's awesome that you are my ATC guy. You know, you've got a program on your computer that's really cool that allows you to talk and use your aviation lingo to be able to talk. Am I correct?
Yeah, so what we got, I use something, I'm a simmer as well as a pilot.
Yep.
And so by being able to flight sim, I get to connect to it's called Say Intentions. And Say Intentions is an artificial intelligent ATC program that will actually talk back to you, give you vectors, tell you all those things.
Yep.
But, of course, from the safety of your chair at home. And so, but it gives you a really great opportunity to practice without having to waste fuel. You know, if you've got time, you just can't get to the airport, you're a pilot, this is a great way to get in there. And for those who don't want to actually fly or get in a plane or can't get in a plane, it's also a great way to learn how to talk to air traffic control.
That's awesome.
It is. It's mind-blowing, to be honest.
I love that there's something out there that allows pilots to become better and more proficient at talking, because I think that talking on the radios is probably one of the most
it was hard.
It's hard. It's challenging, and it's also how do I want to say this? It's intimidating.
It can be for sure.
And
for sure.
so having something out there that does that is pretty awesome. So.
1 second here. Mooney 875, turn right heading 360.
Mooney 875, turning right, 360. So, I'm going to descend a little bit. So tell us about your business. You're a business coach, and tell us a little bit about your business. What exactly what's the mission for your business?
Oh, you're going to open something up here, Chris.
Oh, I know. I'm going to let you talk about your business.
Okay.
On my YouTube channel.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
So, our mission for our business is we build people, and Action Coach is the company that I own. It's a franchise organization, and we're the largest business coaching company in the world. And my personal mission is we build people, because we've had some pretty incredible tragedies happen in our lives that has given us a very unique ability to see how powerful the community is when families fall apart or when something tragic happens to families. And through a personal development journey that I started, a personal professional development journey, in 2014, I was able to discover a new part about me and a new part about the world that helped lead to that mission statement of we build people. And then when the accident happened in 2020, I had, I'll briefly touch on that. Gabe and Shay, you could hear about the accident there in our second or third episode. But my boys, my identical twins on the bottom, or 17, and my son Jaden, who was going to UNI at 20 years old, were on their way to college, his apartment, to play a board game over the weekend. And it was, Jaden was 20 at the time. It was the day, a couple days after our Christmas party, so it was the 29th of December. And, I'm sorry, the 30th of December, but 2019. So it's 2 days before the infamous 2020 that we all remember.
Yep.
Right. Anyways, they were on their way up there, and when crossing an intersection in Alden, Iowa, they were T-boned by a semi-truck.
Oh.
And my son Jaden, who was driving, was in a coma for all month of January 2020.
Wow.
And we were up at Mercy, and then we were at On With Life for the next month, which is a brain rehabilitation center in Ankeny.
Yep, familiar with it.
Yeah, and then we had, at that same time, my identical twin boys, Noah and Elijah. One was sitting in the passenger seat in the front, the other was sitting right behind him, and we tragically lost the life of my son Noah in that accident. He was 17.
Sure.
So just an absolute gut punch to our entire family, and it wasn't just my loss, though, it was everybody's loss.
Right.
And so, but because I had started that personal development journey 5 years prior, when this happened and I saw all those people coming together, it actually opened me up to one of the most profound realizations that I think I could ever have, and that was when I created that slogan, "We Build People," in 2018, I didn't know it was going to transcend into this.
Yeah.
And today I get to help business owners just be better human beings. Growing their business is like a bonus. It just happens because of how amazing they work on themselves and to be just better people. And they also become better leaders. And those leaders then infect their team, and then their team infects the community, and then I get to be kind of on the top of all that, assisting in that process, and it gives me complete fulfillment. And so, Action Coach, when I picked this was, we were 2 years old in March. And I think it's because of our mission and because of the tragedy and because of all of the things that's happened to me in my life, similar to some of the things that you did. I broke my back when I was younger. I was addicted to drugs when I was younger. There was just a lot, financial ruin, things like that. And I was able to persevere through all of that. And all of that, I believe, has given me an edge. And today we're in the top 5% of our entire global company, and we've only been around for 2 years.
That's pretty amazing.
It's crazy is what it is, and we feel blessed.
Yeah.
We feel 100% blessed. And so, and as long as I keep going out there and providing value wherever I possibly can, I know it's going to be reciprocated. I'll never have to worry about a thing in my life.
Do you feel like you live your life every day for your son?
I live my life every day for not for Noah.
Yeah.
No, it's not, because if I did it for Noah, that's something outside of me, and I don't think it needs to be. I think you need to do it for you.
Yep.
Yeah, because if I build me,
yep,
then I change my value to the world. I change my value to the world. And it doesn't mean you have to do that, right? You don't have to become more valuable to the world.
Right.
But I promise you that if you did, you will feel more fulfilled. And with Noah being gone, I talk to him every morning. Right. I mean, I do a devotional every morning. I talk to him.
Yep. He's always there.
Always there.
Always there.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine what it would be like to lose a son or a daughter.
It was unbelievable.
It would be wrecking to me. But I have a strong faith that puts me that tells me that God has a plan for everything, and that the people that I love are in a much better place, and
that's right.
And we have to understand that. We have to believe that. We have to have faith in that. And because
God needed him more than I needed him.
Right. And he served a purpose, and that purpose, whether it's to show love or to serve service or to do whatever, he's done what he needed to do here, and there will be a day when we're all back together again.
That's right.
And like I said, I couldn't imagine losing a son or a daughter or a grandchild or any of that kind of stuff, but I feel for you, and I tell you what. You're a remarkable man to be able to overcome all that stuff and to look at life with a different view, with an outlook that's positive.
Oh, we're going to crush this.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, we're going to crush this.
Good.
Mooney 875, turn left heading 310.
310 for Mooney 875.
Now, we're going to crush this. I've got a goal that... I have a habit stack I do every morning, which is pretty amazing, and I got a goal right now that I'm going to be one of the number one one of the world's leading inspirational speakers. All right, one of the world's leading inspirational speakers, and it all started right here in this Mooney, everybody. I love it in this Mooney.
And you're always welcome back in the Mooney. I tell you what, I really love it that you're here, and maybe it's a selfish reason for me, but because I'm trying to get this IFR time out the way. Sure, but I really like that you're in the plane because you do the ATC stuff too. Yeah, and we do vectors and we do all, and most of the guys I fly with are like, just do what you need to do, just to get the time in.
Go play on my phone.
Yeah. So, and I won't say all the guys are like that. There's guys that like Dave Sly. He's an Iowa State professor.
I know Dave.
Yeah, he flies with me, and he's pretty good about. Hey, Dave. Yeah, he's really good about doing that kind of stuff. But I've had other guys in the plane that are kind of like, just put your goggles on and do what you got to do. So, but yeah, I'm trying to get this time in. I have to get 40 hours of this simulated time in to be able to qualify, to be able to take my DPE, or designated pilot evaluator, take my test so I can become a real boy. A real instrument. And I tell you what, it's like Pinocchio. I'm a real boy. I'm a real pilot now. But the great thing about this is that it will allow me to open up my days to fly all the time.
That's right.
And it'll also cut my insurance in half, and
all the good things come after instrument.
Yep, and it's probably, and I've heard it's one of the most difficult parts of flying to do. It's instrument rating.
Yeah, and then, it's one of the reasons why I love the simulator so much too, is that even though it doesn't count towards my actual hours,
yep.
When I got into instrument flying, I was told that I was an ace, and truthfully I'm not.
Yeah.
There's no talent behind it. There's just a lot of practice.
Right.
But I was just practicing in my simulator on how to fly instrument flight.
Yep.
The only thing that we don't get with that is that body movement. Until I put on the VR headset, that is.
Yeah.
And I get a little bit of, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it definitely is not flying. Flying is just something else. And to be able to what happened with us at the beginning of February, where I almost landed unintentionally, and then be able to get back into the plane. This is something that has kind of been a recurring theme of my life, where I've been hit with some pretty unbelievable challenges, and I look at it as an opportunity to overcome it.
Right.
And it's when, I don't call it problems. I call it challenges. And the reason being is because that sets your mind in a different way. If I call it a problem, that almost makes me want to complain about it.
Right.
If I say challenge, my brain goes into, how can I overcome this? If this is an obstacle, I know there's a way around this obstacle.
And it almost becomes a game.
It almost becomes a game.
And
absolutely.
Those challenges become games, and like, okay, I'm gonna win this game.
Yeah, you got to get a little competitiveness going on with yourself.
Right.
Mooney 875, make left heading 270.
270 from Mooney 875. We're going directly west now.
West. Well, we might be getting pushed a little bit to the south or north.
Yep.
But yes. All right, just so I don't forget, Mooney 875 cleared for the RNAV 19 approach into Ames. Report when established. Barometric, whatever it is.
Okay. Mooney 875 is cleared for the RNAV for runway 19. We'll let you know when we're on final. We're on track. I don't know what they call that. The RNAV.
That sounds great, Mooney. Keep this frequency clear, please.
You're not supposed to talk back to me. ATC does not talk back to you. Keep this frequency clear, please. We're very busy here. Too much.
Hey, if I can't have fun, man, this life is far too challenging for me not to have fun. I'm going to tell you that.
I know. We're going to jump, we're going to get on Ames frequency and let them know what we're doing here. So,
you're about 5 miles to the northeast.
Those are 10 miles.
10 miles to the northeast, sorry.
Ames traffic, Mooney 875, 10 miles to the northeast. We're on the RNAV for runway 19, Ames.
I like it. And we're looking pretty
Ames traffic, 955 Fox, I'm coming off the 13, headed north, 955 Fox.
I got him.
Okay. All right, we're coming into the line here. We're going to go ahead and activate approach. And we might be a little tight on the thing. We should have come, further, but because we're just above the glide slope right now. No big deal.
Yeah, descend and maintain 2,600.
875 is descending and maintaining 2,600.
Zulu. Wind 170 at 17. Peak gusts 25. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear.
170. Good.
Yeah, looking good. I don't know what Foxtrot's doing. He's getting crazy. He said he's heading to the north, though, so it should be no factor. Both of them are out of our range at the moment, so we're good. Unless he makes some weird move. But we're pilots. We don't make weird moves here.
No, we don't.
Not our thing.
So it says we are 3 miles from Eileen.
Come on, Eileen.
Come on, Eileen. I tell you what, I was an 80s kid. I tell you what, I listen to 80s music all the time.
You and me both.
Eileen, 2,600. And we are... Zoom in here, maybe. I think we're zoomed in as far as we can go.
It says view expanded.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
This is synthetic vision.
Synthetic vision.
Synthetic vision. It makes it a lot easier to fly.
I got it on here too. Synthetic vision. Oh, yours is way cooler.
Probably cost $1 or $2 more too.
I hope so.
Yeah, since our safety is dependent upon it. There's there's two planes right there.
Yeah, I've got him here. The Fox is right there, so he's going to the north, but he's jacking straight north. He shouldn't be no factor.
What's the minimums here?
Roger that. You're going to go for 1382. 1382.
1382, 1382. 1,400 roughly.
Now, if you guys are wondering what he's talking about when he says minimums, what it means is when he gets to 1382 in altitude, that's 1,382 feet.
I have to be able to see the runway.
He's got to be able to see the runway. If he can't see the runway, he has to perform a go-around.
Yep.
And in our case, because we can see today, we're just going to rip off his glasses
and then land the plane.
Unless he can't see the runway.
I'll be able to see the runway today.
That is some confidence there.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty confident. Today's a pretty good day to be doing that. So we're going to booster pump, carb heat. Gas is on fullest tank. We're going to switch them. Mixture is full rich, props full forward. And we'll go gear down. Below 120. And then we will slow it down a little more and get down to, whoa. That course to 196.
What's your clean stall speed in this?
Clean stall speed? Like 70.
Roger.
65, 70. I don't like doing stalls in it because it likes to roll.
But yeah.
Yeah, no fun. It's kind of scary. Altitude, too low. This yells at me when I don't do it right.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a good thing. Check altitude, you're too low.
Mooney 875 cleared for landing runway 19. Frequency barometric this wind 170 at 17. Clear frequency change approved.
All right, we're cleared for frequency change approved. We cleared runway 19 for Mooney 875.
This is where he would switch over to the common traffic frequency.
Yep. And how far out are we?
5 miles.
Ames traffic Mooney 875 is 5 miles inbound for runway 19 on final. The RNAV, runway 19. Ames. I said 4 more things than I needed to there.
Yeah.
That's okay. They get it.
Keep this channel clear for us there.
Yeah,
Mooney 875.
I'm sorry, ATC. You're going to give me a phone number soon.
Please call this.
Yeah. Please call this number for possible pilot deviation. All right, here we go. We're coming in on glide slope.
Passing FACO.
Speed's good at 90. I'm going to ramp it up a little bit. Green light's on.
Think you can land this thing in the Walmart parking lot?
I could, if we'd probably hit a few cars and maybe some poles and stuff. But the only way I wouldn't hit it is if I stalled it out and just came straight down. So whenever you feel those bumps, that's the Walmart lifting effect.
The pavement effect.
The pavement effect. So that's why we're bouncing around quite a bit. I learned that when I was with, was it you who was telling me that?
It might have been, yeah.
Yeah.
I learned that when I was learning about gliders and how they use those updrafts to gain altitude.
Yeah, we're way above glide slope, so we're going to come down. And I'm using power, so I don't overspeed the aircraft. Take the power out and kind of shoot her down. So we'll go down to 1382.
1382.
Let me know when we're like 2 miles out.
We're about 2 miles.
All right. Ames traffic, Mooney 875's 2 mile final for runway 19, full stop Ames. All right, we're money on glide slope right now. Money on track. Money on speed.
Sure we're at the right runway?
What? Yeah, I know we're good. We're good.
We're good.
We're good. We're golden.
We're
We're on LPV, so we're good.
Go for Glenn. I am actually in a Mooney plane with the infamous Chris Jansen, and we're landing right now on 19.
Almost there. 1430, 1420, 1410. $90, 1380, there we are. Again, I'm right there, right on the runway. I like it. Like I know what I'm doing or something.
It's interesting how instruments work.
Yeah, so flaps are in, gears down, on fullest tank, mixture, props full forward. Lights are all on as required. And we can, a little late for that, but we would turn on the lights for the runway.
Definitely an instrument flight.
Why are they not popping on? They must have them off. Oh, there they are. And they're both red, even though I'm low the glide slope. Oh, there we are. Yeah, you can tell it's 170.
Oh, yeah. Crabbing.
Crabby Crabberton. Stall it.
Well, if we're going to stall, it should be now.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, that was a nice little touchy-toucherton.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful. And I love that horn. That horn, when I come in and land and that horn is going off, I know I did it right.
Oh, yeah.
Get some air in here, because, you know, I don't need you to smell my armpits.
Too late.
Yeah, right? So, well, I want to thank you guys for being here on board with the awesome Gabe. Go check out his podcast.
Gabe and Shay.
Gabe and Shay. I will put a link to it on the channel in the links, and I'll also put it. What's that noise going? Oh, it's this thing chattering. So I'll put a link in, and I'll also put a link in the description at the bottom. So, but I want to thank you guys for being here. It's always a joy to have you guys aboard. Ames traffic, Mooney 875, cleared runway 19, headed back to the hangars, Ames.
I had a blast. Thank you, Chris.
Well, thank you so much for coming along. Thanks for sharing your stories, and we'll do it again.
Yeah.
It's my goal to finish this IFR stuff by the end of the summer. So I'm currently like 25 hours of flight time, so I got like 15 left. So not very far Takeoff, so which is kind of cool. But once I get that done, it's going to open up my world to a whole new, better way of flying. So pretty excited about it, and I'm feeling really comfortable about it. So, and I like it that you're here being my ATC guy. I love it that you're here as my safety pilot. You're going to go up and take a plane up now with your son. So you're going to go up and fly again. So jump back on the horse, if you will.
Yeah, I've got to. That horse is going to be mine.
Yep, you're right. That horse will be mine. I actually said, if you need a guy to go up with you, I'd be happy to do that. And you're like, no, that's good, thanks though. I didn't realize your son was going to go along. So
actually, that was a last minute change because he had something else going on, and I was like, okay. I was like, why don't you come hang with your dad for a minute?
Yeah. So pretty awesome though that he still get a chance to hang out with dad. It's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
So I can speak to hanging out with kids. It really touches your heart when you do that. Ames traffic Mooney 875 is crossing runway 1331 at Alpha Ames.
He's the surviving twin as well.
Yeah, and I honestly, I did not know that you had lost a son until now. And boy, I tell you what, I don't know what I would do if I lost a son or daughter. It would be tough. But you were able to persevere, and I tell you what, you've done really well for yourself, and
appreciate that.
Proud of you, and I'm grateful that you're my friend and
absolutely
my fellow pilot, and hopefully have a lot more adventures with you.
I think it's in the cards, man.
Yeah, you're a downright cool guy. So, anyway, thanks again for being with us. We will be putting up some more videos. My goal is to try and put up a video at least once a week, but might not happen, might happen, but we'll try and find some cool people to jump up in the plane, like Gabe here, and I'll be going to Florida next week, so I'm pretty excited about that. Get to go see my mom and dad there in Cocoa Beach. Get to hang out with them, which is always a pleasure. So, but until we see each other, guys, until we see each other again, you guys stay safe, and we will see you over the friendly skies of Iowa. So say goodbye.
See you later, everyone.
Take care. Bye.
Woo! How do you like that crosswind? Got this. You got this.
Oh man, that's pretty good. He did all right.
Pretty not bad.
So it looks like you got 500 Fox and...
I'm taking Fox, but I gotta go get my son real quick first.
Okay.
And then
well, I tell you what, when we park the plane, you can go ahead and get your stuff and get out and get going, and I'll put the plane away and do everything that I need to do.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Glenn's already hounding me.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's up there staring at you.
Glenn is a good friend of mine.
He's a good dude. I tell people all the time, super geeky, nerdy, smart when it comes to aviation.
Oh yeah,
like brilliant.
Yeah,
brilliant when it comes to aviation stuff. If there's codes and stuff, he's like, oh yeah, that's in the FAR aim. It's 91-1. He knows. I'm like, dude. So I know guys that are like scriptatorians that like get into the Bible and can tell you scripture.
Sure,
stuff.
Sure.
He's like that with the FAR AIM book.
I would agree. I would agree.
He is very good at it. He is a great instructor, and I am grateful that I came up to Ames to get my lessons through him. So he was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun stories.